guys, welcome back to Finding Blue Haven. You might have noticed we haven't posted for a while. Today we're going to tell you why. Usually we show you progress on the boat or what we're currently working on. And we are still working on the boat, but today we're going to take a little break to tell you something else. The difference between reality and, say, a TV show or a movie is that in a script for a show or a movie, you can write whatever you want. If you don't like something that happened, change the script. If you want to make something happen, write it in. If you want to get rid of a character, kill them off, have them move away. Whatever you want, because if it's a script, anything goes. Unfortunately, reality is not like that. And just because something happens that you don't want, you don't get to change it. What happens, happens. The script stays the same. We've been working on Stratego for over 3 years. In April of 2021, Mike saw this ad for Stratego, and in June we had already sold everything in Missouri and moved here to Maryland. And when we came here, we didn't know anyone. Literally the only person we knew was the man we bought the boat from, and we only knew him from like the 2 hours we spent with him buying the boat. So we moved here and he was like it. He has since become a wonderful friend and we love him dearly. Because we didn't really know anyone here, even though Ross and Mike and I were really close, we got a lot closer because it was mostly just us. It was the three of us, like us against the world, sort of. And we've spent over 3 years since then working on this boat. We've worked really hard to get her ready to go back in the water, to finish her up so we could move aboard. And we were actually really close to moving aboard in August. Unfortunately, sometimes life happens and you don't get to change what happens. And sometimes it leads you down a road you'd give anything to not have to travel. And you don't get to change reality's script. So thus, on the night of July 27th or 28th, shortly after midnight, July 28th, we called 911, and they sent the cavalry, all the king's horses and all the king's men. But unfortunately, all their efforts were in vain. And we lost Mike that night. He didn't make it. We later learned he had an undiagnosed heart condition, and the most state-of-the-art hospital couldn't have saved him that night. To say our lives have changed since then would be a huge understatement. We were actually getting ready to put Stratego back in the water that Monday or Tuesday after he passed away, and we were getting ready to move aboard. We had already put our notice in at the cottage and we had to be out August 1st. So he passed away early Sunday morning, and we kind of just spent Sunday reeling in shock. So Monday we came to the boat to clean her up. She still had some fiberglass dust and we wanted to get all that cleaned up before we moved aboard. But unfortunately for us, the boatyard was not comfortable with Ross and I moving aboard in the condition she's in, mostly because we still have a few structural repairs we need to finish inside. And so suddenly we had 2 more days to get out of our cottage and absolutely nowhere to live. A really awesome group of people got together and put us up in an extended stay for a month, so we'd have a few weeks to figure life out. And I think we had about 4 days to spare of that month. Ross and I found a nice little 2-bedroom apartment, which is where we live now. We were able to get in it, and at least we have a place to live. We've mostly settled into our apartment, but adjusting to life without Mike hasn't been easy. Right now we're keeping Stratego. We're still working on her. We have an amazing group of people that are behind us, helping us. I've already worked on her with us, literally just there. A lot of people have not been very supportive about us keeping Stratego right now and aren't sure how we're going to do it without Mike. But I don't know, that amazing group of people behind us, I think we can do it. And maybe someday the day will come where we can't, or we don't want to. And maybe then we'll sell her. But that's not right now. That's definitely not today. And if we fail, we can say we tried, because we won't know until we try. We already have almost all the materials we need to finish all the structural repairs inside, so we'd like to go ahead and do that and at least use up the materials we have. We've kind of, I don't know, I'm trying to do as much as we had on half the income. So we're going to use up the supplies we have right now and see how far that gets us and see where we're at. All the decisions of Stratego are both of us, not just me. Ross and I are in this together. It was the three of us, now it's the two of us, and we're both in agreement on everything. If at some point he's done with this and I'm not, we're going to talk it out so we come to an agreement, and vice versa. A lot of people thought the boat was just Mike's dream, but no, it's our dream. It was all three of us together, and Ross and I continue that as much as we can. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you for watching us as we've worked on this project, and if you continue watching, thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for all your encouraging comments. Thank you for believing in us.
Yes.
And we always wish all of you all the best. Fair winds.